Hey guys. Hello, Mary Cat. Hello. How are you guys doing? So good to see everybody again. I am officially not banned from lives anymore. Thank you. And I did contest that banning, and they removed it like Monday or something. So they actually might have removed it Sunday, but I wasn't paying attention. Good to see you guys, though I can't actually see you. I don't know, it feels like everyone's here. Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. Hopefully everybody had a nice long weekend, Labor Day, or wherever you are. It's kind of nice to have a Monday off. I was so lazy on Monday, like I literally did nothing, like not a thing, I don't think. It was great. Thank you, I'm glad I'm back too. And thank you for everybody's comments on my video and being supportive. Literally every comment was supportive except for like one person. They were like, good, I would have reported you too. So I pinned her comment, and I don't know, 3 or 4 of you just like went at her, and it was great. And she removed her comment. I am, yes, Casey, I'm pre-gaming now. So I'll just do that before. There's no reason that anybody can report me. We'll keep it 100% PG, PG. We'll just keep it PG and give nobody a reason. But hey Kelly, I think because I contested it and it got unbanned or whatever, I feel like that's a good mark on my thing, so maybe that won't happen next time. Thank you, that I won't be blocked today. Well, hopefully you manifest something for yourself too. It's just you know, hopefully that doesn't happen. And we'll just keep it regular. Just regular. Did anybody do anything fun for their weekend for Labor Day? Or is everybody lazy? You have to work? Hey, Brazil. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm good to see you guys again. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Red. I don't know what goes into that, but it sounds cool. Oh, do you have one next week? Oh, I'm excited. Quiet Labor Day. Yeah, that was my Labor Day. Like, I have not been that lazy in like a year. Somebody somebody reported me, that's what happened. They said that I was doing illegal activities, which I never did any illegal activities on camera, so it was undone. So they took it away. So hopefully that clears me a little bit, so that if I don't get subjected to, like, if a couple people are reporting, because I think that sometimes there's groups of kids that go through these that just mass report whoever's live streaming, and I think once you prove that you're good, maybe it goes away. Yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't do anything illegal on camera. So, I've never done anything illegal on camera. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Everyone really liked the, Note You're Not Late. Everyone really liked that new aura brushing video. That seems very popular, so. Yeah, grumpy people. It happens, you know. And honestly, it's a kind of a problem on TikTok, not just for me. I'm sorry, I will also start getting my smoke cleanse going. But a lot of creators have had that issue where they suddenly have people in their lives just mass reporting them or trolling them, or there's like groups of kids that go from live to live, and we've all seen it here. So the holy breakfast cleanse. I will never bring the hot dog back on the live. It's just, I don't know. We get too many randoms in the live, and I can't deal with those comments. And so I definitely will show up in my YouTube videos for sure. And I use it actually all the time. I use it in my daily practice, like often, because it's a wand, so it's usable. Yeah, somebody's a moody chick. I moderate for several mediums, and it happens a lot. So I just got a little smoke here. And not only that, but accounts that are pretending to be people and scam you through messages. That is so common. There's like not a creator on here that doesn't have that happen to them. What is Reiki? So Reiki is just a healing modality of channeling energy through. So the healer is just kind of channeling universal healing energy to your body, and then you are healing yourself. So it's kind of like a, hey, heal. A reminder to heal for your body, so that energy is just kind of coming through. It can be helpful for physical problems. It can also be really helpful for emotional problems. I see that a lot on here, where it catches people off guard and they are suddenly crying or something. Hey, kitty cat. All right. I'm just gonna run some smoke through the space. It can help with grief. So the point is that your body does its natural healing. So either your body naturally physically starts healing a bit more, or you're processing your emotions. So it's not about just making them disappear. It's about prompting your body to process it. And that's why a lot of times you'll see people suddenly crying, suddenly, because you're saying suddenly like 5 times in a row. You're asking yourself to process and move through and digest those emotions so that you can release them. The problem with backed up emotions or being blocked, or any chakras being blocked, usually happens from just not processing an emotion, letting it stick around until it festers, and then you have more issues. So I'm just going to pull this through. You're not late. Nope. It just started with a little bit of smoke, and I actually don't have a theme. I thought we would just do some aura brushing and general cleansing. I didn't really have any particular thoughts. Maybe just a continuation of what I just did in my YouTube this week, just a deep aura cleanse, and we'll bring in a little something at the end, probably the Rhodochrosite, the ham. Hey Brianna, I'm so sorry if I'm missing some things by answering questions. I miss chat. Yes, hopefully, yeah. We always gotta end with that. I feel like it's a nice. They banned me for illegal activities, is what it said. But I contested it and they took it away. So I think I'm all set. I think it was just some trolls or something. One angry person. I don't know. How to know if your chakras are blocked? I think just kind of understanding what other things in your life are feeling blocked. Are you expressing yourself? Are you living, out what you want to do? Are you experiencing what you want to experience? Are you connected to divine self, earth self, those kind of things? Yeah, I was seeing that too, Jesse. Alright, I'm going to put this right over here, and I'm just going to comb through. I'm realizing I don't have a thing to put it in, so I'm going to make up something. For incense, I use it for cleansing, just to kind of clear the space, get it back to more of a neutral place so that we can interface better. So I kind of cleanse my phone in this little space. So that's what I use it for. I'm just going to kind of pull through and cleanse out the aura first. Work there. And if you can, just stay with your breath and in your body as much as possible. If emotions come up, allow yourself to to kind of process them and release them. So hold space for them for a moment, feel them. Sometimes it feels worse, and then usually there's a release. Yes, and as Kelly said, drink water as well. Oh, I'm glad your order. I'm sorry, I was really behind for a week there. I'm mostly caught up now. So. Thank you so much for your orders. I appreciate it. It's kept me pretty busy. Except for Monday. I totally took Monday off, and I needed that. Why do I feel tired every day? Well, how are you recharging yourself? What things are you doing to nourish yourself, your body, your physical self, through food, through sleep and rest, and other things? I feel like creating art and things and making things is important. Expressing yourself is important. Those things recharge us. They don't necessarily always take away. I breathe how it feels comfortable for you, and if you can, try to slow it just a little bit more than normal, but don't force it either. We want ourselves to be calm and for that to naturally arise in our breathing. So natural breathing to arise from being still and quiet and reflective. I'm too tired to express myself, then start with the other things. You know, I don't know what will make you not tired, and just my suggestions. Usually I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not relaxing. I'm not having downtime to do something for myself. And as far as how to do that in this modern world when we have to work 40 hours, that's a deeper question. Thank you. I'm not. I'm a fire sign. But Earth rising, so that kind of balances things out. Thank you. And absolutely it is normal to feel sleepy. A lot of people, as you're releasing, it just kind of, starts to, you can feel that you just let go of so much, and it makes me feel calm and relaxed. I notice my breathing slows. So yeah, sleepiness comes. And a lot of people use my videos, my YouTube videos for sleep. I'm a Sagittarius. My YouTube channel is linked in my bio, but it's also the same name, so just search Tip of the Moon and you can find it. And I just did a longer video with aura brushing. I think it's like 25-30 minutes. Tiffany, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know how much it'll help. I hope it helps. I'd try a video and see if it just helps you sleep a little bit. But some things just take time. My heart's with you. I've practiced on myself for like 2 to 3 years, probably longer now. At this, probably more like 3. But just for people and like this, since February. Thank you guys. I appreciate the gifts. Oh, that one's awesome. Thank you. Oh, a point of view video. Or maybe. I definitely might do, I have a Reiki table or a massage table. So I might do one of those videos where I lay it on the camera on the table. That's pretty popular. So I'm just going to keep it with kind of a cleansing thing. So I've got this little piece of shungite. It is very tiny, and I like to use it to cleanse and pull out little threads and bits that get stuck. Thank you. This nail polish is actually holding up. Usually by Thursday it's a mess, and this has been good. Okay, so I'm gonna pull. And when I pull something out, I don't bring it into my body. I'm just releasing and grounding. You don't have to worry. I'm not taking it on. You can feel safe to release. Sometimes people are worried about me, and I'm okay. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to help. I actually love this little piece too. I kind of was disappointed in its size when it came in the mail, because I was thinking like it was gonna be like this long, but it's been very effective. So I can't talk smack about it. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with anybody. We're all going through a lot, and give yourself some space and give yourself the help that you deserve to talk to somebody, to try things out. You deserve to feel better. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? Yeah, you never should talk smack about your tools. But it is a nice pocket size. Yeah, shungite can be very cleansing. I think it's either way. Some people it's a little too much, but a lot of people it's a good like clearing energy for headaches that would be helpful. Okay, just comb that through. shungite is very cleansing. I think it actually can be used to filter water in some way or something like that, but it is very protective, cleansing, kind of helps release a lot of stuff. So I always use it as a pulling tool. No, I didn't use any special crystals. They'll get theirs. I don't know. I took the night off. I honestly, I made the video and then I just went and watched TV because I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever. There's always another day. Whatever. If you're here, you're not too late. I think it's like an auto-reporting thing. I think that if enough people report you at the same time for the same thing, it just kind of like overrides any system and just takes you down. And then you can submit an appeal, and then a real person probably looks at it and is like, yeah, that's fine, and then undoes it. What I'm hoping is that if you have that, it kind of gives you a gold star, like people are harassing me by reporting me. So I'm hoping that that maybe helps from future issues like that, but I don't know. TikTok's kind of a funny app. What's really funny is I'm actually part of a TikTok partner program where I'm on a special Discord server for people that do live sessions. Like literally TikTok reached out and said, hey, we love this live stuff that you're doing. Be part of this group and learn how to do TikTok lives better, and they give you some special features. So it's like, if I'm part of that group, you think they would check my account, like, hey, we know that this lady isn't doing weird stuff. I don't know what they're doing. But somebody fixed it, so. Yeah, I'm not worried. It's okay. This crystal is very cleansing. So we're just kind of, I'm doing kind of an aura cleanse tonight, so I did some brushing. I'm using this to kind of get those little pieces that are deeper and need a little bit more work. I am Discord. Yeah, I could actually probably figure that out. I use Discord a lot. So I don't want to make a backup account because it's really difficult, because people make duplicate like scam accounts and it's confusing for people. So it's okay, I can just not go live for a couple days. It was only like 1.5 days, so we're back. And I don't think it'll happen again. So a little more pulling. Yes, exactly, Cinderella. It's like a charcoal, it's like a little charcoal kind of cleanser, but for you. And usually I think of most black stones that way, as being like charcoal, very cleansing. Because I think that this works in the same way that charcoal does, where it's like charcoal or something. And I think that you can use it to filter water for some reason, like you can with charcoal. So I got a little piece of this little slab of blue kyanite, and I love this one just for like going deeper, for being more, I don't know, intense, or you know, removing that surface level kind of just junk that fills you up and getting to truth. So I'm gonna just use that to scrape. And it's usually working with kind of your third eye or crown chakra up here. Those higher chakras. And kind of clearing away the junk. I actually use Super 7 like I have a piece that I use like a wand when I'm doing kind of my cleansing ritual every morning. And I've been using that or the cinnabar wand. And this is blue kyanite, and somebody can maybe write it out. Yeah, there you are. I knew a bunch of you would know. It's a pretty common, it's usually very shard-like. So this is, it's almost always in a kind of flat shard-like piece, and you want to be careful because it can leave splinters. Sometimes it comes in fans. I know the black one, black kyanite, comes in a lot of fans. Yeah, and don't get it wet. Don't get it wet. Just like selenite, it's gonna just, the water is not gonna be kind to it. Yeah, it's pretty common. Almost every crystal shop or like little witchy shop, they'll have kind of some standards, and I feel like blue kyanite is one of those that they'll have. They'll have selenite, they'll have quartz, rose quartz. Usually smoky. Quartz, citrine, amethyst. Those are pretty common. Oh yeah, ruby and blue kyanite, that's pretty. Not too late. I'm actually gonna probably be on a little bit later tonight. It's football season, so my husband's watching football, and he is very entertained and happy. So. Yeah, so if anybody saw that it said on my little thing that I had a live yesterday, that little box is really buggy for me. So I can set it up for the correct time. I start my TikTok, I link it together, it says the correct time, and I post it, and then like a day later it'll just be wrong. It'll say midnight, it'll say the wrong day. So that made everything really confusing because it was supposed to be for today. I don't know. I just work here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm banned and my TikTok lives, like, I don't know. We're not even in Mercury retrograde yet. This one is just for trying to peel back those superficial layers that we get attached to ourselves, so we can go deeper. I think it's really frustrating to have to, you know, have everything through somebody else's portal. Like, you're beholden to their policies, you're beholden to their whatever. If they change the app all around, or how the algorithm works. It's the strange thing. I would say start with comfortable breaths. It's more about being in tune with your breath and where it's at. So meet yourself where you are, see where you're at, and see, can you calm that down? Can you slow it down just a little bit? Not to be uncomfortable. Oh, welcome, Tori. Yes, and crystals will have all kinds of different meanings. You can look them up on every other site and they'll have a different one, and you're like, well, how can it be all of those things? And it's more about you going into it with like, I'm going to use this for X, fill in X, and how that works for you. One of the things I like to think about is a lot of times like Greek gods and goddesses would have many epithets. So they'd have all these different names. They're the Stormbreaker, they're the god of love, they're the god of war, they're the god of this. And you're like, well, how can some one being have so many things? And it's not that. You would call upon one of those epithets. You would say, I'm going to use them as the god of war. I'm going to honor them in this way. It's kind of the same way with crystals, where you're saying your intention. You're like, I'm using this for that. So my suggestion is to feel it out. Well, how does it feel to you? If you read about it, what of those things resonates with you? Like, which one of those feels true? Which one of those is useful? And then go from there. So it's less that the stone is like, this one heals you completely, you're whatever. It's more how you're going into that relationship with it. Yeah, and it can be the energy of the person that's wielding it. And I think a lot of times that's why it's so good that there's so many different healers on here, because people are going to resonate with certain healers and everybody gets healed and it's fantastic. And so some people might say, oh, they really feel me more than others. And I think that's just because you resonate with who I am and the energy I put out. Just like, you know, you're friends with certain people. I think that's how it works. Yeah, a little bit of all of that. Perfume smells different on everyone. I think that's true. That makes sense. Hey, Erin. Good to see you. And just like also a lot of Reiki healers won't use crystals. Like, that's not needed. That's just something that's like my personal thing. Like, I just like shiny rocks and I think they're cool. So they help me help you. So be open to different types of healers and their different healing modalities. Some people use a lot of sound, and I think that's really cool. Is there anything I can do to maximize your healing? Be open to feeling your feelings. Be open to processing them. And just try to feel any sensations in your body. How do they feel? Do you feel better? Does it feel tingling in a certain area? And that might clue you in onto things that need to be healed or worked through more. Like if this keeps coming up where you feel like when you're in these sessions you have a block in your throat, maybe there's some way that you're not communicating. So just paying attention to how it makes you feel and where. Not necessarily that is exactly, but just kind of tune into your body and what it's telling you. And I can't tell you how your body will communicate to you. It might feel warm, it might feel cold, it might feel tingling. Some people feel like, a lot of times this will sound so gross, during energy healing, when I know that I'm moving energy, I will burp a lot. It's a very common thing, sneezing, crying, those kind of things. Like, pay attention to how your body communicates energy and healing you. That's the best thing you can do, I guess. And eyes open, eyes closed, whatever works best. Basically what we want you to do is get the best experience from this as possible. Tips for stress. It can be really hard because like modern moms are expected to do a lot. But just make time for yourself. Make time for yourself to feel sacred and good and divine. You know, sometimes we'll talk about self-care, but it's like, well, how is that self-care making you feel? You know, how is it nourishing you? What parts is it? Like, it's not just a face mask if you're just putting on a face mask, you know what I mean? Like, how does a bath represent self-care, or, you know, how is that going to replenish you? So finding those things that do that. Let me see, and I am going to use, see, I totally didn't, usually I have kind of an idea, you know, since it's deep cleansed. I actually use these in my YouTube videos. Wow, I love these. These are 2 pieces of Kambaba jasper, and this has got this really motherly, Mother Earth kind of energy to me. It's very earthy but watery at the same time, so nurturing and comforting, soothing, and I feel like it's really good for just grounding out energy, so kind of releasing that stuff. So I use them together to kind of pinch and pull. And they also make this really lovely little clinky sound that I find satisfying. And again, just like with the shungite, when I'm cleansing this, I am grounding that energy out. I'm not taking it in myself. So don't worry about releasing it. Just breathe and allow yourself to process and release. And I'm really sorry, but when I'm using these and doing this kind of pinching thing, I can't reach out so well. So I can't quite see everything. Yes, thank you to all the teacher friends. It has been a rough start to the school year. Everything is so polarized. Every year I'm like, wow, could it get any worse? Can people be any more polarized about any topic at all? And every year it's like, whoa, yep, they can be. They absolutely can be. And not only that, just like losing their minds over stuff. People are like losing it lately. All those like council meetings and stuff, people are just being so unkind to each other. It's not cool. Like, have an opinion, but don't be an asshole. Especially around kids. What the hell? And I get it. People are really scared, but like, we gotta be a better example for our kids. We want them to have a good education. We're gonna say that that's important, and we have to do better than what we're doing for our kids. I'm also going to just scrape down through this a little bit. Is it possible to replenish energy? It's kind of, it is, absolutely. We can always release energy, but it's important to know that feelings are just feelings. They're valid. They're not good or bad. They just might be at the wrong time. It's more that our narratives surrounding the feeling can be harmful more than the energy itself. In the right places, anger is good. In the right places, grief has its place. You know what I mean? They're all just part of it. So, what do you want to replace it with? What do you want to experience, and how do you get there? I've been live for like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Emotional intelligence. No, I was in a really bad marriage for 15 years, and then I woke up and I was like, wow, how do I actually be a person in a relationship? How does that work? Like, what is value to me? And then I started working that way. And I read a lot of dumb sometimes self-help books, sometimes spiritual books. Some of them are fantastic and have so much insight. Some of them are garbage and belong in the garbage, but just subjecting myself to many of those books helps learn better emotional intelligence. But yeah, living with a narcissist for 15 years really jumps. I was putting it on the rock. I like this one. This one was the cool one. Thank you. I didn't even see it. Thank you. Oh, book recommendations. I am such a dumb baby brain. It depends on what you're looking for. There's so many. If you're looking to do like a witchy practice and have nothing going for you right now, I highly recommend Adian Wachters 6 Ways. So you just type in 6 ways, 6 like in 6 ways, 6 directions. That would definitely be my witchcraft book suggestion. Everything that he does in that book, the way he does offerings, the way he does candle magic, the way he works with different spirits and saints and all that stuff, very much what I like to do. A lot of breath work, body work. Be Here Now is a great book. I love Be Here Now. That was one of those books I like devoured, and it's easy to read in an evening. That's a very great book. There's so many though, my goodness. Sometimes, like, honestly, books that will help your spiritual practice the most are not necessarily a spiritual book. So something like Atomic Habits by James Clear, and just living more intentionally. Like, the point of being spiritual is to live well, to live with meaning. And sometimes that really needs to interact with our day-to-day lives. Like, it's not something outside of your day-to-day life. So sometimes, like, self-help books in general can be helpful for spiritual practice. Oh goodness, I've missed a lot. I'm sorry. When I'm chatting, it's hard for me to read. Your jaw hurting? It can be. Were you holding? Like, what is your normal? What do you do? Do you clench your jaw a lot? Maybe we're releasing it. It can be. It's a different one, actually. Yeah, I should go back to my book. I do have some book recommendations. They're just probably buried. I am a mom. I am a mom to teenagers, so I've done that for a while. Most of my adult life was being a mom. I don't really do the shifting thing. That's much more of a recent thing that I see online, where we're timeline shifting, or that's not my jam. I am much more about getting you to be in your body right now. Let's not, like, there's all three things. Like, I think, like, when we think about, like, we want to be present as much as possible, and when we come to, okay, shifting is lucid dreaming, then I don't know what I'm talking about. See, not the one to talk about that. I thought people are timeline shifting. See, no idea. No idea. Clenching my jaw without realizing. Okay. That's like the biggest thing that I do, is I clench my jaw. If someone's saying, "Are you ignoring me?" No, I'm not. I'm not ignoring you. There's a bunch of people in here. There's like 600 people. I can only read so much. But I'm also, this is not the best question space. I'm absolutely happy to answer them all, and the moderators are fantastic at answering too. I don't know what that means. Why would I do that? Yeah, I clench my jaw so much, or I like jam my tongue into like a certain position. Okay, so we did those guys, and I'm gonna bring in, so we did a lot of cleansing and clearing, and I like to finish out after cleansing and clearing to bring in good energy. So my favorite, everyone's favorite, the Rhodochrosite. I do have fantastic moderators. So yeah, I'm going to use this. I love this for bringing in good energy. It's nice. It just makes my heart feel full. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very buzzy. So I just like to usually bring something like this in at the end. Citrine, a more uplifting stone. So we're replacing all the energy that we cleared out with something that is helpful. People say that about me a lot, that they think that I'm British. I mean, I'm all more than European descent or whatever, so it's like Norwegian and Irish, lots of Norwegian, Dutch, and all of it. You know, then it gets crazy. It's like everywhere, Germany, whatever. My name is Pam and I'm here for Pam. Good for you, Pam. That's fantastic. Yeah, I would say Norwegian, I'm like, not quite half. I guess probably a quarter Norwegian. My grandpa's side was all Norwegian. So my maiden name was Torsdal, which is fun to spell for people. Hello. I am a Sagittarius sun and a Virgo rising and a Gemini moon. But I am ruled, my chart ruler is Mercury in Scorpio, so that is a very strong presence in my chart as well. Torkel sun. Yeah, I went back through my genealogy. It's fun how many sons and daughters, because they use that as their surname, is you're the son of. Irish, yeah. Chart ruler, I'm not the best to describe astrology stuff, but basically what's your rising sign and then what's the planet that rules that. So I'm a Virgo rising, so Mercury rules, I think that's how I'm saying it, Mercury rules Virgo, and then I look for where that planet is. So you want to look at your rising sign. And definitely fact check me on any astrology stuff that I say. I am not an astrologer. That stuff is complicated. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it helped. I know that is purchased from like Society 6 or something. It's Van Gogh painting. No, not Van Gogh. Who's the guy that does all the... Is that Van Gogh? I don't know. No, it's the other guy. He did the irises painting. It's not coming to me. Yes, Monet. There we go. Yeah. And it was when I mean, my art stuff is like, I know like 6 artists. Oh, Van Gogh did the irises? Maybe I'm so wrong. I don't know anything. Wait, ready? Like who's that? With all the like smooshy brush strokes. Whatever. Okay. This is big. You guys are. I'm gonna look it up afterwards and. Apparently, we all know 2 artists. Next time we're live, I will know. I will look it up. It says on my little thing. I looked around Society 6 and I was like, oh, that's pretty, and I bought it. Watch it be neither. T-chart, I know a lot. I'm absolutely sure that everyone in this channel probably knows more about me than art. I'm just like, oh, I like that thing. Oh, pop. I did say Van Gogh first, so I would like it if it's that, because I was like, oh, that's it. Okay, I will believe you guys. It's Van Gogh. Is Monet the one where it's like more like pointilled? Huh. Yes, I am back. I am unbanned. I have been vindicated. Oh, happy birthday, somebody. Yeah, it was on Society 6, and they have like, you can get anything on a tapestry. It's kind of cool. Oh, somebody just reported me for stuff. It was not mine. It's all set. I think that maybe that's why I'm confusing it with the lily thing. Because there was like, in my head it's very pastel-y, but you're right, that's a Van Gogh one that I'm thinking of, the irises. I only know what it sounds like. I know the thing. Oh, my books. So that is like, actually, because of my Norwegian heritage, I seek out books. So the word troll actually just means kind of magic in Nordic traditions. So they'll talk about troll rocks, and they mean magic rocks, and they'll talk about doing all kinds of different things. They'll say it's troll. That just means magic. And so it doesn't necessarily mean like the bad troll people that you think of. So most of those, 2 of those books, or the black one on top, is also kind of Nordic traditions, that kind of stuff. Hey Holly, good to see you. I didn't really start doing Reiki until my kids are teenagers now. I offered it. They said they're interested, but they never have really taken me up on it. I have a Reiki table. I've worked on my husband a few times, but my kids, you know, they're teenagers. They don't want mom like doing rock stuff to them. So I have not really. I think it would be really nice with little kids. I wish I had done that earlier. They like my rocks. They definitely steal my rocks. So yeah, but I don't think they want me attached to them. And I'm gonna finish this up with a little bit of brushing, and then I think we're pretty good. I did actually a pretty extra long session today, so. And actually Thursdays and Sundays from now on are football nights, so I can do just a little longer, I think. The magic touch, yes. So I really, did stuff, like my kids always loved when they brush their faces, tickle their faces before bed, but I didn't do Reiki back then. I actually was pretty much an atheist or agnostic for most of my early 20s. So no, I would not have done Reiki back then. I would have rolled my eyes at you if you told me about Reiki when I was like 23. Face painting, yeah. What did my mom call it? Face tickles? I forget. My mom used to do it to me too. I always liked it. Yes, it's so relaxing. Feel good. See, every family has a different name for it. Just like every family has a different name for when you put your mouth on some baby's belly and you like. So, I think my family called it floofing. My husband has a completely different name for it. It's raspberry, yep. Strickle. Belly raspberries. I definitely have heard of the raspberry one before. Zerberts, I like that. That's awesome. Zerbert. Wait, are more of them one of you have Zerbert? Is that true? Oh my goodness, I've never heard that. Strickle. I wonder if someone's mapped that to the country. Like, are there certain pockets where it's like a different word? Zerberts, so many of you. Wow, huh, that's so funny. I would have never in a million years, if you asked me to write down a list of what people might call that, I would never come up with Zerberts. That's funny. Oh, the Cosby Show. Huh, I probably did know that because I used to watch that. Yeah. Well, I'm in Vermont, so we have this special thing where this is the only place where a soft serve ice cream, they call them creamies here, just in the state of Vermont. If you go to Maine, New Hampshire, they don't do that. Just the state of Vermont. Little boogers. Give you a little shell too. Schmeckles. Maple creamies, yes. Those are pretty good. I don't really like maple stuff that much because in Vermont it's like they make everything maple and it gets to be a lot. But maple creamies are good. I think you guys are in a much better space than you were before, so I will be live on Sunday and Thursday. So every Sunday and Thursdays there's links in my bio for my YouTube to book a private session, a tip jar, my shop. I sell candles, I make candles, and I have some rocks. I even have crystals. I don't know why I never talk about that. I even have Kambaba jasper. I'm not good at selling things. I'm not a marketing person, but I do have things in my shop, so that's all there. And thank you so much to our mods that kept it nice and peaceful. There were so many of you, and thank you guys so much for showing up. Sorry, there was a mix-up with the times, and everyone that gave gifts, I appreciate you guys. I will see you on Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend. Also check out that video on my YouTube. That was very popular. So, thanks.